Do you remember when COVID started 4 years ago? It's already the new year, and this time of year is usually the time to reflect on the choices you've made. Maybe they were good, maybe not. Either way, you gotta step into this new chapter with a fresh mind like the past didn't happen. So what have you achieved? Are you a millionaire yet like you said on last year's resolution? Or are you still struggling to make ends meet and living in your mom's basement? I'll suck my dick. I've seen my fair shares of ups and downs this year, and I've realized nothing is ever perfect. Life is in a constant state of change, and if you get hung up in a moment in time, you'll never find that peace you're looking for. One of my goals in the last year was to win the Canadian Nationals in boxing. And while it was a long shot and I doubted myself a lot, I managed to get a bronze medal out of 7 people and somehow ranked 2nd in the nation. That was one of the highest moments I felt. I wish I could have just stopped time so I could enjoy it a little longer. Everything was picture perfect. The setting, the fights, the people, but as with all things, of course, it had to come to an end. It didn't really hit me that was one of my favorite moments until I hit one of my low points. But now, I've been given an option. Do I continue daydreaming about this moment and do everything I can to replicate this feeling? Or should I forget about it and move on? I think a majority of us would want to move on, but the truth is, I think a lot more of us would try to replicate the times we felt happiest. It's why some jump right into relationships when one ends, or rewatch a Netflix show to feel the same excitement as the first time. It's like an addiction, where we're always looking for a hit of the same high, only to realize it takes more and more to get that same feeling. And before you know it, you realize it doesn't even make you happy anymore. Yo, today is December 29th. Not 2024 yet, but obviously in a few days. It's been raining like crazy, no snow. I don't know, I want to reflect on this time of the year compared to last year. And things are different. Not what I expected. Not in a bad way though. It's just there's always a certain feeling to this time of the year. I think maybe it's because I'm reminiscing too hard, but best I can describe it is just, it's bittersweet that it's ending, and it came by so quick. I mean, in a few months I'll be 22. It feels like the older you get, the faster time goes, and you can't sit around moping around forever about how you're not getting what you want, or about how everything is just going too fast or not going at your own pace. Because the truth is, you gotta just accept it, and you either gotta use your time wisely and hustle as hard as you can, or regret later. But it's funny I say that because no matter how much I think I'm hustling, how much I think I'm using my time wisely, it always seems like I'm not doing enough and I'm not able to beat time, you know? But again, it's just a process that you gotta trust. I'm gonna try to upload a whole lot more this year. I gotta double what I did last year. It doesn't matter how down I feel, how much I think I'm falling behind. I'm still not gonna give this up, so let's keep uploading, baby. How's this, huh? While living in student housing, I used to bus everywhere I went. To accompany this, I would always have my earbuds in and be listening to music. And when you cycle through enough songs, those songs sort of become the soundtrack to your daily life. So whenever I listen to an old playlist, I start getting all nostalgic about this time period. And even though the song is the same, the soundtrack doesn't hit the same as it once did. And it probably never will. So does change happen for the better? I believe it does. To make way for the new, you must kill off the old. Well, not entirely. More like improve upon the old. But change happens both ways, from good to bad to good. We just like to be nostalgic about the past and pick out the good things without realizing there were some faults back then too. Because until you realize you can't change the cycle of change, you won't be able to improve upon the old, and you'll be stuck running around in a hamster wheel. But if you can appreciate the past for what it is and learn to take from it, you can start seeing the opportunity when change happens. Because even though times are different, it never ruined the song for me. Matter of fact, it made it sort of better, reminding me of the good times that once were. And it made me grateful that was the soundtrack that helped me through that specific time frame. I hate accepting change because it means I can't get too attached to a moment. It means reality doesn't want you chasing happiness because change will take it away eventually. And you're supposed to be in this constant state of growing and reshaping, which can get uncomfortable, but instead of running from it, maybe you're supposed to accept it and have faith that you're going in the right direction.